Hello, my name is LandoLonestar and welcome to your one-stop shop everything Hytale. Before we get started, consider using my creator code LandoLonestar at checkout. First things first, the world of Hytale is known as Orbis. When loading into your first world, there are three versions to choose from. The first one, Adventure Mode, even though it's not playable in early access at this point, it is the developer's intended final version of the game and will have both sandbox and RPG elements in its gameplay. Exploration mode is the best option if you're looking for the survival experience before adventure mode is out. It has all the game's current completed gameplay excluding the RPG elements. It is pretty self-explanatory, but also has some of the most innovative tools I've ever seen in a sandbox game. Here's a quick example of a scene I was able to make in about like 10 minutes. It's pretty cool. Keep in mind that Hytale's still really early in development, so you're bound to run into small issues here and there, but overall the game is pretty polished. Hey, big guy. Similar to Minecraft, when you make your first world, the first thing you should do is get some wood. More specifically, sticks. An easy way to acquire some is by looking on the ground near trees. You should also look for any kind of rubble so you can make some crude tools and weapons to start your journey. I would recommend trying all the weapons because they all play very differently. Perk of some of the weapons is the movement involved with them. For example, if you jump just right with the daggers, it can launch you upward, and they're great for getting up steep terrain, while the sword is great for making you jump over further gaps. Something you should also do right away is open your map and go to the Forgotten Temple. There is a golem guarding the portal, but don't be intimidated, he's pretty easy to beat. Once inside, you'll unlock memories, and memories will be collected anytime you run into any new mob in the game. You can see what memories you're carrying at any given point by clicking the middle tab in your inventory. You can also only hold 48 memories at a time, so make sure you return to the Forgotten Temple often and fill your memory bank. Crafting is more similar to games like Valheim and Enshrouded, where you need to have specific items in your inventory or nearby chests when creating something. Luckily, in the newest update, the distance from chests and crafting stations went up from 7 to 14. But I also like to keep my chests next to their respective crafting stations, or in my case, put them all in the same room together. Some workbenches provide some really good upgrades, so be sure to look at all your options. I would recommend working towards the Arcanist's workbench because it allows you to craft teleporters, and those are super handy for going super far distances. Instead of typical biomes, Hytale has zones. Each zone has several biomes of its own that cater to each of the zone's themes. There are currently 4 zones to explore with varying difficulties. Zone 1 is known as the Emerald Grove, and it is the most peaceful place you can set up camp. Copper and iron are the only ores that can be found here. Zone 2 is known as the Howling Sands, and you will encounter a little harder enemies here, but it has thorium ore spread throughout it. Zone 3 is known as the Whispering Frontiers, and you'll find yourself sliding around its icy surface all the time. Cobalt ore will also be found here. Zone 4 is noted as the Devastated Lands. It's an arid wasteland, but under the surface there's an entire ecosystem filled with dinosaurs and lush caves. You will find the current endgame ore adamantite here as well. The armor and weapon benches have mithril as an option, but can't be found anywhere in the world at this time. Trust me, I tried. It will most likely be found in Zone 5 once added. Something else to note is that you can find each respective ore from the previous regions in every new zone that you go into. Hytale is a game that rewards exploration. It has dozens of structures both above and underground for you to find. You can sometimes get the materials you need just from exploring these structures or fighting enemies, including ores and ingots, so don't be afraid to explore a bit. Even after playing 30 hours, there's still a lot of structures I have not found. I hope some of you find this helpful during your playthroughs, and thank you for watching. Again, consider using my creator code at checkout and catch my live streams over at Twitch. Also, I plan on making videos for every new update coming to Hytale, so be sure to subscribe to keep up to date. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys in the next solar system.